Okay guys, today's video is going to be a highly requested video, and I get tons of messages, Snapchat messages, Instagram messages, comments on my Instagram, comments on everything, of people saying they want to know what I film all my YouTube videos with, what I edit with, what I film my scooter videos with, all my equipment I use for when I film. And I hope this video helps you, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, let's get right into it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. This is all my equipment. It's a lot to go over. I hope you guys are going to watch this video to the end, because this is a lot of stuff. Okay, and before you guys ask, I have more equipment, but I need a camera to film this video with. Canon T3i with a regular tripod. Okay. So, since we're just starting, I guess I'll just start with this. This is a 18 through 135 millimeter Canon long lens or standard lens. It is a really good lens. You can zoom in super far. I usually use this lens like if I want to be like far away from the person when I'm filming, or if I want to film like an action shot like from far away. But I don't use this lens when I'm vlogging really, because it's like super close to your face. I usually use my fisheye lens, but I'm going to go over that. Okay, next is probably the most important thing out of everything, but this is the camera I use for basically everything. It is a Canon T6i. It is probably the best camera I've ever used. Well, it is obviously the best camera I've ever used, but it is so good. It's literally amazing. It's touchscreen, but it's a Canon T6i. This is the lens I used to use for most of my YouTube videos, but I recently just changed it. This is a Rokinon fisheye. Okay, this lens it's 3/10 to 8 millimeter fisheye lens. It's super good. I recently just switched my fisheye lens because this one, whenever I film with, it goes out of focus. I don't know what I did to it, but this lens is extremely good. Don't get me wrong. I use this for most of my YouTube videos. Okay, next is, I just got this, but I use it for all of my videos now. It is a Joby tripod. It's a GorillaPod, I believe. It is so good. It has the stabilizer thing, but it could hold like the heaviest camera ever and not fall over. The problem with most tripods is when you put the camera on it, this thing just falls over. But with this tripod, it's super strong and it just holds the camera right in place. Okay, next is my G7X Mark II camera. This camera is extremely good. I use this camera for when I'm like going somewhere like out in public to film, because you do look weird when you're carrying a humongous camera around and talking into it. People think you're a weirdo. But I use this camera when I go around in public and vlog and stuff like that. It's really good. It has really good quality. It's really good for low light and stuff. But I use this camera not as often as the huge T6i, but this is an extremely good camera too. Okay, next is, I don't use this lens anymore, but it's a Canon 18 to 35 millimeter lens, or 18 to 55 millimeter lens. It's pretty good. It doesn't zoom as much as this lens, but I used to use this lens all the time until I got this, but I use this lens a lot before I got this, so that's why I'm showing it in the video. It's a really good lens, by the way. What is this thing called? Okay, so this thing I don't use very often. It is a stabilizer. I use it for when like say I'm filming somebody a line, or somebody's filming me a line. When they're riding or like running with me, it keeps the camera really steady and not all like shaky. That's really the only reason I use this thing. But so for what I've used it, it is pretty good. It does keep the camera really steady when you're running around. Okay, next is, I have a Rode microphone. This microphone is literally probably the best microphone I've ever used. I've only used 2, so I don't really know, but this microphone is really good. I used to have this microphone. I believe it is the LP Mic 1. It's alright, but the problem I was having with this microphone is when sometimes I would record and the sound would there would just be no sound. Like it would just cut out. I don't know what the problem was with this, but I got this microphone and there's no problems with it. I've been using it for quite some time now and it is really good. I really recommend this microphone. Okay, another important thing and when you're filming all your videos is you have to have batteries to film with your camera. So I am prepared with batteries. Like literally, oh my geez. I have more batteries too, but they're charging right now. So here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one in this camera right now, and there's a few more charging. And here's all the chargers to it. And these batteries do last. I don't know how long they last before they die, but they are pretty dang good. Okay, next. This is probably like the main thing you can see in this video because it's really close to the camera. But it is a DJI Phantom 3 drone. I recently just got this for Christmas. I've only used it a few times, but from what I've used it for, it is really good. It's amazing. It flies super high. It can go so far. And when you film, the quality is so good. I thought it was going to be super shaky when you film. Like, it was just going to go like that. But it literally, like, it just stays in one place. I definitely recommend this drone. DJI Phantom 3 drone. Holy God, this thing is cluttered. Okay. I used to use this camera bag. But since when I go out and film, I only bring, well, if I go out and really film, I'll bring my drone and my T6i. So I used to use this camera bag, but now I use this one. I like this one a lot better. It's definitely a lot smaller, and it doesn't hold as much stuff in it, but it's not a humongous camera bag like this one, and you don't have like a huge backpack on your back. So that's why I like using this thing. But don't get me wrong, this is an extremely good camera bag. It's a backpack, but it carries so much stuff. But if you have a lot of stuff and a lot of equipment you want to bring with you all the time, then I definitely recommend this backpack. I'm going to show you guys my laptop. I'm going to move the camera for this one, but for right now, it is a MacBook Pro. I don't know what version or year this is. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it just says MacBook Pro on it, but I have never had a computer that is not a MacBook, and these things are very well. I would say the MacBook is definitely the best thing you want to use if you're going to be posting videos all the time, if you're going to be editing a lot of things. So this computer is definitely really well. And I will go over all my editing system and stuff in this video, and I'll show you like what I use mostly and stuff like that. Okay, so what I use to edit is called Final Cut Pro. It is, I'll show you what version it is. As you can see right there, it's version 10.2. It is extremely good. I haven't updated my version. There is 10.3 out already, but I heard with 10.3 everything is in different places, so I don't want to update it and get a little confused. So I just have 10.2 right now, but I'll show you the basics of how it works. Okay, so the basics of it is when your clips are in here, you just drag them in. You drag or you hit it and then you just bring it in, and then to like slow-mo clip, you hit A, B on your keyboard, and that can split the clip, and then you split it again, and then I basically just use the slow-mo effect, the fast motion effect, and the normal effect, and then I use filters on it. But once you learn how to edit properly, and once you get into it and start using it all the time, you'll learn how to do all that stuff. But the basics of it is just cutting the clips, and speeding up the clips, and then slowing down the clips, and then putting filters on it, and editing the brightness and all that stuff. But that's the basics of using Final Cut Pro. That's all my equipment. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video helped you a lot. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace out.
Listen.